Bismillah is widely known in the paranormal community for his extreme jinn hunting expeditions, often featuring eerie encounters that captivate viewers. As an experienced explorer of haunted locations, he believed this would be a normal night. But the moment he began going up those old stone steps, a cold dread swept over him. Something felt wrong. This would be no ordinary walkthrough, as he'd expected.
أعوذ بالله. إيش سويت أنا؟ دعست حاجة؟ دعست شيء؟ والله حاسس إني دعست حاجة يا جماعة. أعوذ بالله. دعست سحر، جن، شيء يا جماعة الخير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله جسمي بيتنافض. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
This structure, according to the video's title, with its creaky doors and sputtering light fixtures, was once a family home. Its current state of ruin makes that history hard to believe, but that's what renders the place even more unnerving.
الله يا جماعة إن أنا قاعد أصور تحت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سمعت صوت باب. بسم الله. بسم الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. أقسم بالله بغيت أطيح. بسم الله. بسم الله. في أحد؟ أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله.
This clip shows slamming doors, sudden shifts, and strange noises. But that's not all. However, in such a rundown house, faking these events would be highly perilous. Simply walking through these unstable, abandoned buildings is dangerous, much less setting up illusions or props. Considering his extensive experience in supernatural exploration, it's improbable he'd stage elaborate hoaxes, particularly in places that could crumble with one misstep.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Actually, some of his uploads contain entire investigations where nothing happens, quite uncommon for online ghost hunters. So, are these chilling locations truly haunted by jinn and restless spirits? Or is something gravely more sinister occurring? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We truly want to know what you believe. This disturbing clip comes from Daniel, a man recently divorced. Adjusting to solitary living, he was coping until an unseen force chose to complicate his life further. A ghostly presence began tormenting him, unprovoked. Daniel had never believed in the supernatural, nor had he encountered anything paranormal, but then something inexplicable occurred.
Okay. Y'all have seen this cabinet before, but it hasn't opened since the last time I recorded it opening, because I walked into the kitchen to the refrigerator and I was walking past it and I got about right here and it went and opened behind me and scared the crap out of it. Got my heart thumping, let's put it that way. Because you don't expect that sound as you're walking by and so close to you. But it hasn't opened since, and I can jump up and down and it won't open. See, I'm banging on the floor and it still won't open anymore. I don't know, that's weird. And the refrigerator's been making a god-awful noise. It used to make another god-awful noise, like the fan bearings were screeching, and it was just such a loud whistle. Sometimes I'd just unplug it. But sometimes I could unplug it and plug it back in, and it would stop doing it. But now it's making this, whoa! Okay, see, I didn't even move. I wasn't even moving. That's the first time that's happened since the last time. Okay, it's got to be a bed bearing, but I wasn't moving. Look at that. It's closed, and there's nothing on the edge. There's nothing on the edge that would, like here on this edge, that would push it out. And there's the magnet clip. See, that snap's closed. All right. See, that's the freaking noise. Oh my freaking God. All right. Creepy crap going on in the house. Oh man. All right. I just wanted to show you that. And I got both of them. Awesome. At the same time. Whew. Still closed. Nothing. Come on, open it again. Let me see you open it again. Come on. I'll even move around. Jumping up and down.
Daniel states the first terrifying incident happened off camera, leaving him intensely frustrated as he couldn't prove it. Worse, he kept hearing strange, unidentifiable sounds, increasing his fear. Each night, the haunting intensified. Still, Daniel endured, refusing to surrender. Then, just as abruptly, the paranormal events simply stopped. No reason. No final terror. He feels incredibly lucky. Most people facing such scary encounters aren't so fortunate. But what do you believe? Drop your comments down below. Late one night, CCTV cameras inside a hospital recorded something that staff members still struggle to explain. In one of the empty rooms, a strange white mist began forming out of thin air. Slowly, it drifted across the floor, curling and twisting as though it had its own awareness. There were no open windows, no people inside, and no reason for steam or smoke to appear. Yet the mist remained, lingering unnaturally, almost as if it was searching for something. This next clip was recorded by a young man named Benito, who was staying alone at his grandparents' house. When he suddenly noticed what looked like smoke filling the room, his first thought was that a fire had broken out. Grabbing his phone, he began recording. Focus your attention near the freezer door. As he zooms in, something appears, an object, or possibly a figure, that looks as if it is engulfed in flames. Then in an instant, it vanishes completely. Was this a spirit attempting to manifest itself? A demonic entity hiding in the shadows? Or just a perfectly timed trick of light and camera? A man was on his way home from Japan when he decided to pull out his camera and record an argument breaking out between two passengers during the ride. At first glance, it seemed like nothing more than a heated exchange between strangers. But when he later went back to review the footage, he noticed something he hadn't seen in the moment, something that instantly gave him chills. Right behind the quarreling passengers, a strange face-like figure appeared to take form in the background. Its features looked unnaturally pale, stretched, and distorted, unlike anyone else on board. The figure didn't move the way a person should. Instead, it lingered eerily in place, staring without a single motion. Some believe it might have been nothing more than light playing tricks, or perhaps a reflection. But others are convinced he unknowingly caught something truly paranormal on film. A TikTok user named Swissy thought he was simply filming a quiet and peaceful moment, capturing deer grazing in the woods while safely seated in his car. Everything appeared ordinary, almost serene, but when he later replayed the recording, he discovered something disturbing that he hadn't noticed before. As another car sped past in the opposite direction, the camera caught a brief glimpse inside. For only a split second, a man's face could be seen staring directly back at him. But the expression wasn't normal. His face appeared twisted, almost unnatural, as though something else was pulling the strings. The moment passed so quickly that most viewers would miss it at first. Yet that unsettling look was enough to leave many deeply disturbed. Another unsettling recording comes from a teacher who decided to stay late one evening, finishing reports long after his students had gone home. Earlier that day, he had instructed his class to neatly arrange their desks before leaving. But as he sat alone in the quiet classroom, something unexplainable began to happen.
Acercarnos más de cerca, pero es que yo estoy solo, ¿no? No hay nadie, yo solo. A ver si ahí me veo un poquito lentado, pero no hay nadie. Sí, estoy completamente solo. Entonces, se movió esta banca sola. Yo creo que fue el viento, porque no, la verdad no, para mí eso no existe, nada de eso de los fantasmas. Bueno, al menos yo no creo un rumor que supuestamente la escuela se fue hecha después de que un orfanato aquí se quemó. Sí, al parecer los valores no se han perdido entre los alumnos, pero pues eso son puros mitos, ¿verdad? Esa banca estaba así y luego se movió, ¿sale? Entonces, fue algo bastante extraño, se me hizo interesante. Yo creo que mejor ya se me voy. Sí, normalmente yo no creo en eso, pero güey, es que se acaba de mover esa banca también. ¿Qué pedo? No.
At first, he noticed a single desk slowly sliding across the floor on its own. Thinking his tired eyes were just playing tricks, he tried to brush it off. But then more desks began to shift, one after another, moving without anyone touching them. That's when panic set in, and he bolted from the room. Local legends claim that the school was built over the remains of an orphanage that tragically burned down years ago. Could these restless spirits still linger within the halls? Or was something far darker at work that night? A couple driving down a lonely road late at night came face to face with something deeply disturbing. Far ahead, they noticed a truck barreling toward them, engulfed entirely in flames, yet still speeding down the highway as though nothing was wrong.
Senhor, tem misericórdia. André, afasta, André, pra cá. Meu Deus. Ai, Senhor, tem misericórdia. André do céu. Ai, meu Deus. Ai, Senhor.
Tá filmando? Tá filmando?
Ah, tô. Ai, Senhor.
Vai, Francine, relaxa.
Ai, Jesus. Meu Deus do céu. Senhor. Ai, não, André. E agora?
Aqui.
Meu Deus do céu. Meu Senhor, tem misericórdia. Santo de Israel.
Deixa eu ver o homem aqui.
Toma.
Já filmou? Pode parar.
The fiery vehicle roared past them and then vanished into the night. Viewers were left puzzled. Was this a real truck somehow continuing to move while ablaze? Or did the couple witness something even stranger? A phantom vehicle burning endlessly on the road. One late night, for a security guard, what began as a routine shift turned into something chilling. He claims he saw a man calmly walking toward him. Believing it to be a new hire, he even greeted the figure and later asked his boss if someone new had started working that day. Convinced the man was real, he even pulled out a chair as if expecting him to sit down. But when the footage was checked, the terrifying truth emerged. The guard had been completely alone. Some viewers say that if you watch closely, you can even spot a dark shadow sweeping across the floor the moment he moves the chair. Was this simply exhaustion playing tricks on his senses, or did he truly encounter a spirit that night? A lively group of friends were enjoying their night out at a club, laughing, posing for pictures, and capturing memories. Everything seemed perfectly normal until the photos were reviewed later. That's when something disturbing came into view. Lurking behind them, barely noticeable at first, was a pale hand stretching out from the shadows. A hand that didn't seem to belong to anyone in the group. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss as nothing, but once your eyes catch it, the unsettling detail is impossible to unsee. The hand looks unnatural, limp, almost lifeless, like it's trying to clutch at someone nearby. Could this be the trace of a spirit attached to the club? Some insist it's a ghostly limb, or even something darker, like a djinn reaching out. Others argue it might be nothing more than light distortion. But the chilling placement of that hand raises questions that remain unanswered. In California, a woman reviewing her surfing photos came across something she couldn't explain. She paused one of her clips, took a screenshot, and zoomed in.
There's me, and then I look over to the side because I'm trying to see the dolphin, and I'm like, what in the hell is that? Like, seriously, what in the hell? The hell is in the water next to me?
On the left side of the frame, just behind her, a strange figure seems to be swimming alongside what looks like a dolphin. The shape doesn't resemble another surfer, and the eerie detail is clear. There was no one else in the water with her that day. Some viewers claim the figure looks like a mermaid, while others believe it's nothing but an illusion. Yet the video spread rapidly online, leaving many to wonder if she had accidentally recorded real proof of something long thought to be only legend. While driving past a cemetery, a man and his father experienced something unsettling inside their Tesla. Out of nowhere, the car's motion sensors suddenly lit up. On the display, multiple figures appeared moving around the vehicle. Yet in reality, only the two of them were inside, and no one else was near the car.
Да, вот сюда, в горку поднимись. Да, это все-таки могила, прикинь? Могила. Не. Да, могила, он стоит прям. Поехали. Так. Видишь, это стоит. Видишь, он сейчас второй подошел. Он развернулся, смотри. Он развернулся, прикинь.
Even more strange, this wasn't a one-off incident. Other Tesla owners have shared similar stories. Phantom figures appearing on the display near graveyards where no people can be seen. Despite repeated reports, the company has never released an explanation, and dealerships remain completely silent. So the question is, are these cars detecting something invisible to the human eye? One woman camping outside with her dog captured an unnerving sight. Off in the distance, across the open field, a strange white misty figure appeared. It moved slowly, almost swaying, like it had its own presence.
Ay, no mames. Es que se borra. Mira, lo acerco y se borra, mira. ¿Qué es? Uy, no mames. Ay, no. Ay, no chingues. Mira. Mira. No mames.
The disturbing part is that both she and her dog were alone. No one else was around, and nothing should have been moving across the field. Some suggest it was a wandering spirit caught on camera. Others dismiss it as smoke or drifting fog. But the way it shifted and lingered in the night makes the clip hard to explain away. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please subscribe to Shivers and ring the notification bell beside it to get notified of future creepy videos. I will really appreciate that, and I'll see you next time.